Hello, welcome back to Cracking the Cryptic, especially if you've arrived recently after seeing our 6.7 million hit Sudoku with only 4 givens, which has been going very well lately. So if that's led you to the channel, welcome. We shoot 2 videos every day of us solving tricky Sudoku variant puzzles, occasionally other sorts of puzzle, but that's normally what it is. And we have a thriving Discord community, a excellent Patreon site with loads of extra content, and a stable of apps, the latest of which is our Arrow Sudoku app, which we strongly recommend. All the links for all those things are in the description field under the video. You may need to expand to show more. And also there you will find a link to play this puzzle, which is by Polycarp, whose debut I think it is on the channel. This one is called Just Add Colour. And I'm just going to read the rules. There's quite a few of our fairly standard variant rules here, but people who are familiar with these will know them well, but people who aren't will need to know them. So normal Sudoku rules apply. That's the numbers 1 to 9 in each row column and 3 by 3 box. Now, identical digits cannot be a knight's move apart. So in chess, that would be a distance like that, 2 and 1 away. You can never have an identical digit there, or for instance in those 2 cells. Now, we've got a disjoint set rule here. A digit never appears twice in the same position in 2 3 by 3 boxes. So for instance, the top left position in the 3 by 3 boxes, there are the 9 cells there, and no digit ever appears twice in that group of cells. That means they must be the numbers 1 to 9 again. So this is like a 4th dimension of the rows, columns, and boxes. They have to always be a set of 9 different numbers, the same for the middle, for instance, of each of the 3 by 3 boxes. That must be a different set of 1 to 9 as well. So that's applying. Now the black dots are joining any 2 cells which have a ratio of 1 to 2. So they could be 1 2, 2 4, 4 8, or 3 6 in one order or the other. Not all dots are given. There's no negative constraint. Digits increase on thermos from the bulb. Well, these are some wonderful 2-cell thermos that I will probably not be pencil marking with all the possibilities. And one little killer clue. The clue outside the grid shows the sum of this diagonal. So those 5 cells add up to 30. They can include repeat numbers. They might do, they might not in this case. So those are the rules that we'll be working with. Let's try and remember them all as we go through the puzzle. Although, since we have no given digits in the grid at all, it may be a while before we remember that we need the disjoint set rule or the knight's move rule. So I'm desperately going to be trying to keep those in mind as we go through this puzzle. So enough preamble with the rules. I'm going to start now. Give it a go if you will. Let's get cracking though. Right, well there's a run of, well I'm quite interested by this run of dots, but actually they could be the same digit repeated twice throughout. So that could even be 3 6 3 6 3. Don't think that disobeys any of the rules we've been given in those cells. So I'm going to focus on this, which has to be a sequence of 1 2 4 8. The sort of 4-digit ascending sequence. But we don't know which way around it goes. So 2 and 4 in the middle, 1 and 8 on the side. These 2 must be 3 and 6, therefore. And that cell must also be 3 and 6. Because if that one is, that one has to be. So these other 3 in the top row are 5, 7, and 9 in some order. Now this pair can't be a 3 6 pair because you'd have 3 3s and 6s in the row, cells that could only be 3 and 6. That's too many. So they are also from the 1 2 4 8 group, and now they're complete up here. Yes, so this dot, this cell here on 2 dots, has to be a 3 or a 6. It's the only number left in the box. So all of these are suddenly from 3 6. They literally are 2 digits repeated twice each. Those are from 1 2 4 8. These are from 5 7 9. Yeah, I can see with this puzzle we're going to get quite a lot filled in and then no idea what else to do with it. Now either of those cells could be the remaining 5 7 9 here. 5 7 and 9 can never be on a black dot, so it can't be in those cells. But in this row, we already have a triple of 5, 7, 9. So that can't be. That one is. This is in a run of 3 black dots. So it's either a 2 or a 4. But I don't really know anything about what's outside it. It could go 1, 2, 4, 2, 4, 8, or the other way around, 2, 4, 8, or 1, 2, 4. Right, can we move down in the grid? Let's not forget, yes, disjoint subset. Look, we've already used 1 and 8 in the top row. Oh, look, there's a pair here on a black dot. Now, we've used 3 of the numbers 1, 2, 4, 8, so this can't use 2 of those. That must be a 3, 6 pair. This must be the final one of 1, 2, 4, 8 from the column. That's now 4 of them. So this group is the 5, 7, 9. And that acts like a stripe with that 5, 7, 9. This must also be 5, 7, 9. These must all be from 1, 2, 4, 8. And now these must be a 3, 6 pair. I suppose the other way to look at that is 3, 6 pairs in columns 3 and 2. So the 3 and 6 must go in these 3 cells. And as soon as one of them gets on the black dot, the other one has to. So that... In fact, all these 3 are for 4 cells are from 1, 2, 4, 8. It does say just add colour, doesn't it? So the first thing I'm going to do, I have a feeling my colour scheme will change in this puzzle, and we shall see if that turns out to be true. But for now, I'm going to make... Ooh, give me those nice bright colours. Give me those greens of summer. We'll make 3 and 6 green. We'll make 5, 7 and 9 purple. We've got quite a lot of them filled in. I mean, over half the puzzle has been pencil marked here. I'll make these blue, the 1, 2, 4, 8 set. Now, what I am saying about this, the colour scheme may change, is that I have a feeling I may want to... The title is much more likely to be hinting at me colouring individual items within the 3, 6 set, for instance. Anyway, let's leave that bridge, cross that when we come to it. Or as I heard recently, burn that bridge when we come to it, which is quite nice. These are from 1, 2, 4, 8 because there's a 3, 6 already in that column. And once that one is from 1, 2, 4, 8, that one has to be. So they're all blue. Oh, I may run out of the ability to keep... That can't be a 3, 6 pair because it would clash with that cell. There'd be 3 3s and 6s. So they are blue from 1, 2, 4, 8. Now we've got all the blues in the column, and these must be purple because there's 2 greens in the box. So that becomes green. It's 3, 6, 3 or 6. Those are from 5, 7 and 9. Okay, I don't know what to do here. Right, this is a run of 3. I haven't even looked at that. So it's got to have 2 or 4 in the middle. They're all blue. They're all from the 1, 2, 4, 8 set. So they're fully used up in row 7. That can't be green either. All the blues are used up in row 7, all the greens in column 4. So this has to be purple, and that's 5, 7 or 9. These are a purple and a green. This one is purple because it's seeing 2 greens. So green there, purple here, and now we have got all the greens in box 8. I don't know about the rest. I might just be running out of steam here now on this colour scheme. I don't know how to do the rest. Okay, let's have a think about the Okay, now let's remember all the rules. Yes, that disjoint set rule, that's a 1, 8 pair there. So no top middle cell can be a 1, 8. So that one is a 2 or a 4. Now we've got a 2, 4 pair in row 7. So these 2 on the ends are from 1, 8. I think whichever way this goes, this has to be 2 or 4 now, doesn't it? It's either 1, 2, 4 or 8, 4, 2. Yes. So that's from 2 or 4. That is now a 1 or 8. And now we get exactly the same position here. Whatever way it goes, that has to be 2 or 4. So that's a 1 or 8. Doesn't tell us what these are. This one now is not 1 or 8. And now we've got two 4s in the box. This is a weird puzzle the way this works. Here, I don't know. I don't think I know what that is. Ah, hang on, look at column 2. This is either 2 or 4. No, that doesn't tell me what this is either. So, yes, the next shot I was going to fire, I mean, maybe there's more I could do with the disjoint subset rule, but it's hard to imagine there is. What I'm going to try and do is isolate one of the One of 3 6s would be easier because there are only 2 of them, but there's not much knight's move relations. Ah, hang on. Right, these 3 have to be the same as each other because that's different from that, and that's different from that, etc. So those 3 are the same. So let's get rid of green and we will go orange. So orange and green are the 2 colours of 3 and 6. Now, let's see if we can colour everything. That's green, that one's orange. That's green, that one's orange. Let's use the knight's move to that one which is green, so that one's orange. And now I still haven't coloured these. That one is green, so that one is orange. Now I've coloured all the 3s and 6s in their individual colours, and that might help me, yes. Where does the orange go in row 6? Well, not in the first 2 boxes, which already have an orange, and not there because of the knight's move from there. So we can fill in a 3 or 6 there, 3 or 6 here. That's all the oranges marked. Can we be as successful with the greens? Yes, look at those 2. Where does the green go in row 8? Not here because of the knight's move and because of the ordinary Sudoku. So it's there, and this is the last green. So that is useful. So I don't know which is 3 and I don't know which is 6, but I do know that once I discover which is which, I can colour the whole coloured set. Okay, which is better to go with, the blues or the purples next? Or look at this 30 clue. And it's still not very appealing. 30 averages as 6 per cell, which is too middling for me to really make a deduction now. Right, let's have a look at the 5, 7s and 9s. And let's do what? Let's colour these 3. So let's go shades of grey. Yeah. I'm going to do all the 5, 7s and 9s in shades of grey. Not 50 shades of grey, just 3. So we'll get rid of the colours we've got. Let's do the shades of grey. Light grey, dark grey and black, which I'm calling a shade of grey. I know it's a bit difficult to see the numbers on the black, but I think I'm going to need all 9 colours. Light grey and blacks both see that cell, so that's dark grey. Now the dark grey in row 1 is there. This must be black. This must be light grey. Oh, and does this run out? No, it doesn't, because both of those 2, what are they? Dark grey and black. They both see this cell, so that's light grey. And this one is black for the column. Oh, yes, okay. Black sees that cell by the knight's move, and this black sees that one. So that's black. Black over here is one of these 2. But hang on, let's have a look at this thermo. Thermo is telling us that the light grey cannot be 9, because it has to be smaller than this digit, which cannot be 5. Because it's bigger than that. Oh, and I am running out of steam a bit here, which is incredibly annoying. Oh, look at this cell. This cell's beautiful. This dark grey cell. It sees all of these cells. Those 2 on regular Sudoku, straight down, Those two on the Knight's move. So where does that go in box 6? Got to be here. 5, 7 or 9 in the dark grey there. Is that going to get us through? Not quite. Light grey can't be there. Don't know what those two are. I thought this... Oh, look, though. Where does black go in box 8? It goes in one of those two cells. It can't be there because of the Knight's move. Now, the great thing about those two cells is they both see both of these cells. So if black is definitely in one of those two, it can't be in either of those two. That must be black. And what does that do for us here? Not enough. Still in one of those two. One of those two. That has petered out just when it seemed like a winning strategy. Right, one of those two must be light grey because of where they're positioned in column 4 and 5. Oh, it's run out. It's run out of juice. Okay, let's have a look at the blues. Maybe focus on the 2s and 4s to start with. Right, let's highlight all the definite 2s and 4s and see if we can learn anything from them. So I'll remove the colours. What can we use now? We've had purple given back. Purple and red is what I'm going to go with. Sorry if that doesn't suit your eye. So that becomes purple. This is red, so the one above it is purple. So all the purple's done. Right, so one of these two is red, yes, and it can't be that one because of the Knight's move from there. So that is the red 2 or 4. That's a 1 or 8. Now, can I keep using this? Yes, that red sees all of those. So this one is red here, is 2 or 4. That sees all of those, so that is red at the bottom, which is a 2 or a 4, so that's not a surprise. That sees these cells. By the Knight's move, it sees that one. This... Oh, okay, let's use this rather simpler method. 1 and 8 up there, so this is one of 2 or 4 here. Now, I don't know which one of those is red and which one is purple. Do I? There might be a way of knowing that I can't see yet. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this 2 and 4 here. One of those must be 2 or 4 in a combo. So this has to be a 1 or 8. So that... Oh, well, I haven't really done these 1 or 8s. I don't know what to do. Right, think about it. That can't be red. These all can't be red. Red is in one of these two cells. So one of those two. So that I shouldn't have coloured because I'm not colouring 2s and 4s until I know if they're red or purple. Oh, look. Oh, what about the disjoint subset? That might be relevant. I hadn't thought about that for a while. I've just been looking at Knight's moves. Can I use it anywhere? That's going to use up middle top and middle middle. I've already used all the ones on the right up there. Top left, bottom middle. So that's going to use up all the ones in the middle column. And I've used up all the ones on the right hand column. So I've got top left. So I'm going to have to use middle left and bottom left. So red is going to be in those pairs. I can't see how to deal with that. That's irritating. What about purple? That can't be purple. Ah, so that must be the purple 2-4. Yes, that's good. That becomes a 1 or an 8. And I'm going to have to colour those in a moment. That's suddenly blindingly obvious. Oh no, hang on. This sees both of those cells. Oh, and that one sees that cell. So 2 or 4 ends up in one of these two. The purple 2 or 4 ends up in one of these two. Which stops it being there in row 6, column 8, because both of them see it. So one of those is purple. I don't know how to use that. Oh, look, both 1 and 8 see this cell, so that can't be 1 or 8. Oh, and whatever that is can't be the same as that. So those two are the same, but I don't know if they're red or purple. I feel a bit like a blind man in a dark room looking for a black cat that isn't there. Copyright Rowan Atkinson. Those must all be the same. How do I tell if they're red or purple when they all look blue? That can't be a 1-8 pair. One of those must be 2 or 4. Or both of them. I can't see how to do it. Right, I'm going to have to colour the 1s and 8s next, of course. So, sorry if I'm missing something there. There's every chance with this puzzle. There's so much to kind of focus on now. Which of the 9 colours, if I stop 1 and 8 from being blue, then I can add blue back into my palette in a moment. I've used the 3 greys, orange, red, so I've got blue and yellow. Right, blue there, yellow there. You can see why it's called just add colour. I mean, maybe you don't have to do it this way, but I bet you do. That sees the blue, so that's yellow, that's blue. Now, this yellow sees all of those cells, so yellow must be in one of those 2. And one of those 2, and one of those 3, and one of those 2, and what profiteth it? I don't know. Oh, this is tricky. Oh, the 30 clue. Or the disjoint subset. What am I meant to use? My head is spinning. 2s and 4s. Right, we're going to have... Now, I looked at this before. What am I meant to be looking at now? 1 and 8 has been done in the bottom left. So that's not a 1 or 8. Is that any use? That's not, because it sees it. No, I can't see how that gets the job done. How about this? I can't go back to the black and the grey because I haven't resolved anything since I was looking at them. So yellow's in one of those 2. How do I use that? Oh, I'm missing something so badly here. Is it this 30 clue or the disjoints? I mean, the thermos? No, it can't be. Let's have a look at this 30 clue, but we don't know what colour this is. Ah, there must be a way. There must be a way. Red. Red has to be one of those 2, and one of these 2, and one of these 2. Ah, and not here by the knight's move, so one of those 2. But it could be that, that, and that. That could all be red. But they could all be purple as well. Why couldn't they all be purple? Oh, that would be the purple. That's quite plausible. Oh, what was I saying would all be red? Those 2, that one, and there. So neither of these 2... No, one of them would still be purple. Oh. It couldn't be that one. Purple would have to be here, 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 and there. Ah, I cannot disambiguate that. Right, let's have another. I really am looking for a black cat that isn't there at the moment. There must be something easier that I'm missing. There must be. One of those is black. And one of those two is black. One of these three. And one of those two. That doesn't work perfectly. Come on, think again. Oh, light grey can't be there. It's in one of those two and one of those two. Oh, it has to be in one of these two, light grey. Oh, light grey can't be in any of those three, just from that position. That sees them all. So it has to be in one of these three, and one of those two, and one of those two. Is that a telling combination? And it's 5 or 7. Maybe the number makes a difference. If that was light grey, that would have to be light grey. 7, 14. No, that's fine. It doesn't come to a total that I can use. Oh, come on. I'm missing something badly here. Red, purple. One of those is purple. Purple can't be there or there. So it is, one of these is purple. Let's pencil mark that with a, ignore the light grey there. That's just to show that one of those is purple. And one of these is purple and one is red. And one of these is purple and one is red. Oh, the disjoint subset. I must be missing something on the disjoint subset. I must be. I've used the middle blues there. So 1 or 8 can, or no, the blue 1 or 8 can never be in the middle. But the yellow 1 or 8, there we go. My goodness, that's taken forever. Right, 1 or 8 is ruled out, yellow is ruled out of all of those cells. But also that yellow rules it out of that cell on the disjoint subset. So that is yellow. Is that going to be enough now? Yes, that makes that yellow. That makes this yellow. One of those two. Okay, but somewhere, yeah, this is now blue. Maybe that is better. One of those two is blue. What about in the middle? That isn't blue, so it's one of the middle two. Those two, one of those two is blue. Come on. Do me a favour. What about this? Do we know if that's yellow or blue? Oh, look, we know what that is because it sees a blue. Right, so blue there. Now, that can't be either yellow or blue because it sees both. So it's a 2 or a 4. And that is 2 actually because there's a 1-8 in the row, pair of 1-8s in the row. So I can't colour that. This now must be 5, 7 or 9, mustn't it? What have we? Yes, it must. Maybe that's been available for a long time, only since we got that one. Okay, so light grey, dark grey. I'm just going to get rid of the colouring there. This says, no, light grey and black. This is dark grey. That means this is dark grey. That goes together. This is light grey. One of these two is light grey and one of those two... Don't peter out now. This is light grey. So, in fact, we've used light grey and dark grey. That's black. I could have known that from that being black, now I think about it. Good grief, I'm still not home. Probably should be. That's yellow, so that's 1 or 8. One of those is yellow. Oh, the disjoint subset? Yes, bottom left, we've done that, so that's yellow. Oh, it's such a hard rule to work with. I feel unbelievably sorry for myself. So that's all the yellows done. We've done the blues. have we? No, we haven't. We've got a blue or two to do. One of those is blue. Ah, that's blue now. That doesn't even fix which one of those two is blue. Good grief. This sees black, but it doesn't see the others. One of those is blue. What about red here? Yes, red can't be there or there because of that. So that's red. That's a 2 or a 4. So this is a 1 or an 8, and it must be blue. Okay, so this is the blue 1 or 8. And I'm going to have coloured the whole grid in a moment now. I really think so. These are from 5, 7 and 9. So are those. And black sees that one. So that's black. That's black. These two are light grey. The 2 or a 4, yes, that's the red one. These two are, what's my other colour? Purple. They see that, so it's not purple. And we are closing in now, Polycarp. I have you, finally. Very clever puzzle, frankly. 5, 7 there, 7 or 9 there. 2, 4, 3, 6, 1, 8. These are from 5, 7 and 9 as well. Can we fully colour the grid, or maybe we're not? We're going to be stopped. Yes, black, black, black. Oh, and what are these? We've had a 2 and a 4, so that's a 1 or an 8, and it's not yellow, so it's blue. This is now a 2 or a 4, and it's not red, so it's purple. Now we've just got some 5, 7s and 9s left to go, and then we can actually get on with working out where individual digits finally go in the grid. So we've got light grey and dark grey to finish. None of them quite see anything here. Okay, let's have a look up this 30 diagonal now. Oh, of course, the disjoint set rule. It's light grey up there, so light grey down there, light grey there, light grey there. Dark grey in the remaining cells. That fully colours the grid. Now, as to the numbers, all these light greys are either 5 or 7. So I'm just going to have a look at this diagonal. All the dark greys, I don't know. These two are the same. So we're going to add up to 30. If they were small, 5 and 5, 10, then these three would have to add to 20, which could be done with 9, 8, 3. I think that is the only way. If these were large, 7s, there'd be 14. These three would have to add up to 16 then. That one's odd. Oh, bother. 3, 8, 5 would do it, and there may be other combinations. 9, 1, 6. So I don't know the answer to that, which is incredibly irritating. I thought that was going to decide these things for me. Okay, let's have a look. Ah, look, black is 7 or 9, and it goes in there, of course, in the thermo. So that's 7. So all the blacks are 7. Here we go with some numbers. We got the first number in the grid, and now I'm going to finish them all. That's 9. Light grey is 5. Now look at this diagonal, 19 there. These two have to add up to 11. They must be 8 and 3. So yellow is 8, green is 3. Orange is 6. What was the opposite of yellow? Blue is 1. Now let's have a look at some of these black dots. Yes, red is 2. Purple is 4. And bingo, we're done. That's lovely. That is a very clever puzzle. Thanks very much to Polycarp for sending that. A well-deserved debut on the channel. Just add colour as it says, and great fun throughout. Thank you very much, as always, for watching us on the channel. And if you're part of Discord or contribute to Patreon, we love you a fraction more still. Thank you very much, and see you soon on the channel. Bye for now.